totally different impression of this fuck, but
because we're not fucking women. That's probably why.
Well, gross and tits. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, I remember watching like the H3 stuff when I first started getting on YouTube, and like I didn't know who any of these people were, but I liked Ethan. Like, is it Ethan Klein? Isn't that the guy's name? The host of it or whatever. Either way, whoever the
shit. I just saw his name and I completely wiped it from my brain. But yeah, H3.
Yeah. But yeah, either way, the host for H3, I just really liked his attitude. He was just like, this is fun. This is all fucking insane. Like, this is all this crazy. I can't believe this shit's happening. Yada, yada, yada. You know, and I'm like, all right, that's fair enough. That's funny. And it was just like, at some point, I'm just like, I just don't fucking care anymore. It's like reading the tabloids for internet personalities. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? I just don't fucking care.
That's absolutely fair. It was mostly because they kept hitting on like internet people I used to like or internet people I stopped watching. And then it's just like, right. Oh my God. And then it just kind of took off from there. They were just fun and exciting. And they liked to go over and laugh and have fun. It didn't really matter who they were talking about. They were having fun talking about them.
Right. Well, and sometimes that's fun. The important part. Well, yeah. And there's there's a great channel. I can't remember the name of it right now, but like they play a lot of tabletop games. And like, I don't even really give a shit about most of the tabletop games that they're playing, but their personalities are so much fun.
Is it Legends of Evangelist?
No, I'd have to look them up. It's a couple of guys. Let's see here. It's a couple. Well, it's not just a couple of guys. There's a big group of them, but like it's one of them things. Like it's very enjoyable, and like I don't like they were playing like some Marvel's tabletop game, and like I don't even give a shit about this Marvel's tabletop game, but I really enjoy watching them. You know what I mean? So it's like that was one of the things that I just enjoyed about it. Like I don't care what game they're playing, I just enjoy their personalities, and they're a lot of fun to watch play. So that's the kind of the fun part of it. So yeah, I get what you're saying on that one. The personality can make a world of difference with all of that kind of stuff.
But yeah, because why do you watch tabletop stuff? If you want to just watch mid-maxing bullshit, you would just do your own mid-maxing bullshit. You want to watch a tabletop because it feels like a tabletop game. I don't know. Going down a rabbit hole there, but we best start getting started, sir.
Well, I mean, I guess we can. I mean, there's not like there's anybody here yet anyway, so it's not like we're that worried about it. Yeah, I mean, look in the chat. There's nobody here.
What do you mean there's nobody here?
Well, the notification just went out on Rumble now.
Got a full
so that's kind of the...
Oh, I was also watching in a little bit of a watch along with Heroes. The Heroes
really?
TV show. This is on the Fellowship one. There's a little Discord channel called the Fellowship. It's where I pimp your stuff out like the whore you are.
Yay! These hoes don't know.
And it's like it's manned by a guy named Kratos, and that's where I interacted a little bit. Drunken fighting. A little bit.
No, not you. No.
Well, I've turned over a new leaf. No more drunken fighting. But
well,
that's how a little bit of Dermy Wormy, and apparently that's where I got in a fight with Adam. What the fuck that is? But yeah, they were watching Heroes, and it's fun going back and watching Heroes in the same way as it is going back and watching Lost and shit like that. Those big shows where everyone was talking about shit and theorizing and trying to go over and figure things out. And God, I really, really love that. It's fun to go over and compare the heroes of today versus the heroes of tomorrow when everyone was making all the fucking theories.
Oh, yeah. Back when everybody was just theorizing about things and having a good time versus all the bullshit we deal with now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get you on that one. I get you on that one 100%.
It was back when, before, I think it was when there was a lot of, oh my God, my brain.
It hurts. It hurts. It
It's,
hurts.
I'm trying to think. It was
Thought
back
I smelled
when there were
smoke.
a whole bunch of different sites you would go to like theorize. It was when it had more of an innocent quality to it, I guess one could say.
Oh yeah,
Like kind of like how
back when
people
everybody was
had,
just being.
yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It kind of the same way that people would go to message boards back when you had message boards to
Hey,
talk about
giggity.
X Files and shit like that. It reminded me of that.
Nice. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me then. No, that absolutely makes sense. So yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just one of those things. It's like I don't know. The internet was a lot of fun when it was all wild, wild west, and then social media kind of figured out a way to put everybody in the same place, and we kind of lost a few things when we did that.
Well, it
And
it kind
the
of
kind of dominion of your own spaces within your own nerd kingdom and stuff.
it kind of bubbled around Adpocalypse. From what I'm hearing more
Yeah,
and more, it bubbled around Adpocalypse because it was just a big old fun thing and old fun, and then ad people were like companies were like, wait a minute, I'm advertising for terrorism, and then
yeah.
everything popped.
Which
And
was extremely overblown as far as like all of just like who you were actually getting advertised on and like all of that kind of stuff. Like a lot of that nonsense was like extremely overblown to like the absolute nines.
but here,
So,
like it was a little bit. It sounds a little bit insidious because YouTube had gotten
oh, it
so
was.
big. YouTube had gotten so big. If all the ad revenue people just fucking left immediately, right now, it would have fucking collapsed and died. So it feels a little bit more sketch the more you look at it from an outside point of view. Complete like tinfoil hat time. But
Well, I
go
mean,
ahead.
there is a lot of truth to that. There was definitely part of it was there was some organization to it. You know, it's one of those situations where it's like, what happens when you threaten the mainstream's power base, right? You know what I mean? It's like all of these news stations, all of these other organizations out there saw that YouTube was starting to dominate the space, and that everybody was going there. I mean, I'd been watching it almost nonstop for like several years by like 2015. And that was like right before all of that stuff happened. And it's like, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all if like all of the cable networks and like all of the traditional, networks and shit like that pulled some strings and said, hey, did you see this? Did you see what you're advertising on? Did you see what your ads are running on? And it's like one time an ad ever ran on like some really messed up video, back when that stuff was still a little more wild, wild west with things. So I don't know. I like I said, I think a lot of it was overblown. I definitely think there was a lot of organization behind the scenes on what happened
Oh
too.
yeah, because everyone knew YouTube, and then YouTube became the mega apocalypse. Kind of like how Google then became the mega the mega browser.
Oh yeah, yeah. Chrome and all of that kind of stuff became the dominant. Yeah, the factor. Yeah, yeah. It definitely. That's messed a lot of things up.
Mr. Nerd, it's not your birthday yet. I thought your birthday is
Well,
next
it's my birthday.
tomorrow.
It's my birthday eve. It's my
Oh,
birthday eve.
oh
It's my
my.
birthday eve. So for anybody that wants to get common or drunk, tonight's the night to do it because we won't be drinking this weekend. So like that. So it's birthday eve. Yeah. So we're doing that this evening.
I'll have a small glass or two for you then,
There
Mr.
you go.
Nerd.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh shit! You know what I just remembered? Keep talking, Sunker. I
Oh
don't have
no.
I don't have the new intro uploaded to StreamYards because
I
we haven't used it in
oh,
forever.
there's a new intro?
No. I'm at the intro for Thursday nights.
Oh,
Like I just don't have that.
I was like, I was making one for you. I just got distracted.
No,
But I
you're
am.
good.
You guys are gonna get the old new intro for "Is It Good," made by the one, the only common nerd. I
Whoa.
am working on one myself, but then I got distracted because of work, and then alcoholism, and then back to work. less
Yeah,
alcoholism now because I
yeah.
really actually have been cutting back. It's just like I think you just have to have one really bad night and then
Oh
you're
yeah.
just pretty good to never do that one really, really bad night again.
Yeah. No, I've definitely been there. It's one of those things you're like, you know what? Probably need to dry out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably need to dry out because I've been kind of like California sober for like the last like week and a half because it was just
Mm.
like it got a little out of hand. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna stick to the green for a little while, and like tonight, like I said, I'm not gonna eat a drink this weekend because it's my birthday, and so like I'm having some beers tonight. You know what I mean? Had a few Saturday night. You know what I mean? But nothing
Mhm.
crazy, nothing outrageous. So yeah, sometimes that's a good idea. Sometimes it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's just like I've just been loading up on like fucking coffee drink, and that's been pretty much doing the same job as like getting my brain in the right space that without the unfortunate like bad talking drunkenness that usually goes with
Oh,
it.
come on, that's half the fun. I don't know what you're talking about. That's half
But I
but no,
actually
I
am
get you. I
looking
get you on that.
I'm
Go ahead.
looking very much forward to this movie. I love this movie.
Yeah, me too.
It was back in that time of Buffy. Like was it's around the same time as Buffy, right? Or Buffy
Yeah,
came out?
Buffy was still on the air. Buffy came before this, the television
Okay.
show, because this wasn't. I always thought this was earlier in the '90s, but it's actually not. And as soon as the intro is done processing, we'll start the show officially.
Mhm.
But like, no, this one was actually came out in '98.
Shit,
And so I was
yeah.
really, yeah, I was surprised it was really that late. I was really surprised it was that late in the '90s. I thought for some reason, I always thought it was earlier than that. I really did. And so, but yeah, I was looking at that today. I was like, holy shit, it's 1998. So, yeah. So, but this was post Buffy because Buffy'd been on the air for a while at that point. I think Buffy came on the air at like 96 or something like that. But yeah. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. We got the intro all ready to go. So here we go. Tonight, Blade for Common Nerd's birthday eve.
Ooh.
Check the lights, it's showtime now. Crowd is buzzing, hear the sound. Is it gold or just a lie? Worth a watch or pass it by? Critics talking loud and clear. Do they praise or spread the fear? Film a flop, we wanna know. Cut the bull, come join the show. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Scenes a rolling moment by. Answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve. Wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time? In the common view we'll climb. Scenes are rolling, moment by. Answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Scenes are rolling, moment by. Answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve. Wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time?
How's everybody doing tonight, boys and girls? It's just with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things ready through a common sense lens. Welcome to another wonderful edition of Is It Good, boys and girls? And it is my birthday eve. So instead of doing something we might cringe or be sad or get angry over, we're going to do something that I haven't watched in a very long time. And it's one of my absolute favorites. I think it's a fan favorite overall. It really did begin the superhero movies showing that they could be successful, especially when you went dark and gritty. And Blade is an excellent example of this one, debuting in 1998, starring Wesley Snipes, the only Blade, motherfucker. This is an excellent choice. Wonderful movie, a great example, especially with all of the BS we've been going through with Marvel and everything else, and the poor storytelling, and how many times we've seen the Blade current movie reboot that they're trying to do with Ali, which I really like that actor, but that thing has just been an absolute development hell. And maybe a good old Wesley's line from Deadpool and Wolverine might end up being accurate after all. So we're going to revisit that tonight. It's going to be a fabulous and a wonderful time. As always, boys and girls, it's Thursday night. So obviously we've got Dancing Baby for direct donations, Dancing Sunker for gifty subs, or whatever you want for direct donations. Also, since I am not going to be drinking this weekend, if you would like to see Common Nerd do a shot, I have a liquid of undisclosed origin that I may or may not have made myself, that may or may not be legal. The process may or not be legal in your state. So if that ends up being the case, I've got a glass. I've got a very nice cold bottle of that in the fridge for $50 shots, and then of course $20 dabs. Let's have some fun tonight, boys and girls. Tomorrow's my birthday, and let's have a really good time. But we do have a little bit over here in the cup already. So speaking of things that you always have a really good time with, Sunker Maiden, how are you doing, my dear?
Hello. I'm really excited to be here. Happy fucking birthday, bish, or early birthday. And I have a sword.
Me too, but where'd you get yours? I mean, mine's more like a dagger. Probably honestly more like a push pin, if I'm going to be completely honest. But ooh, let's look at that. Hold on. Let's embiggen you. There you go. Let's see. Let's show us what you got, girl. Yeah, that is snazzy. Is it supposed to be any particular type, or is it like a replica, or like what do you got? What's the story on that?
Like Knights of Pythis sort of blade. I got it from my junk shop.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Nothing wrong with that.
It's kind of a gay ceremonial sword.
But it's still cool.
It's very sweet.
That's awesome.
And there's no edge or anything.
Yet.
Also, I have another sword.
Look at all the Sunker swords. Look at this. Sunkers to play and show and tell tonight, boys.
So it's a katana, but it also doesn't have a blade, so it's completely for fucking show. But yeah.
Gotcha.
It looks very good.
Yeah, it looks fun though. It's like I said, as long as it's got a point to it, you can always stab somebody with it. So
the fun thing with this is, like, I know that people would go over and say, like, it doesn't have an edge, like it still hurt like a motherfucker to get hit with this. So.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can crack a bone, you know what I mean? Whacking somebody even with a dull blade, you know what I mean? Like if you whack them hard enough, you can crack a bone. So, and that'll drop pretty much anybody to their knees if you break a fucking bone on them. So, yeah. Well, there you go. So watch out, boys. Sunker's got protection now. She will take you out. She's armed and dangerous.
We also have a shotgun, so I don't have to be too worried.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Let's just say I live in Texas. That's all I need to say. I live in Texas. Well, yeah, by the way, I'm rocking my Second Amendment shirt tonight, too. I didn't even think about that.
I came with swords. She's like, I get kids.
Yeah, I was like, you brought swords to a gunfight. Welcome to Texas.
I really like this movie. Back to the movie, rather than show and tell. Sorry. I keep trying to go over and find weird shit to go over and just like here, just for you. But no, I love the hell out of this movie. This was my first like proper modern vampire movie. So I didn't watch not Vampire Diaries, but that one gay vampire movie, Interview with a Vampire.
Twilight. Interview with a Vampire wasn't a gay movie. Don't you dare.
It was pretty gay.
Sacrilege, heresy, burn the witch at the stake. Anyway, back to Blue.
But this was my first real foray into into what if you had vampires but modern day with guns? So it's just like, oh, okay, let's learn about this. And from this, that was in my introduction then to Vampire the Masquerade and all that other shit. So I had a lot of fun. This movie's just really, really fucking great. It's made with a lot of heart, and this is where I remember listening to the cast commentary and the crew the commentary back when you got the DVD and you looked at all like the special features and stuff like that. And you would listen to the commentary. I remember little bits.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. But we'll see if anything triggers in my very adult brain.
Adult is a very accurate term. This is true. This is very, very true. But yeah, no, this one's a great one. It's an absolute fabulous one. It wasn't my first vampire movie. I've been into I got real deep into vampire stuff in the 90s, man. Like I loved all that stuff. I was big in all like the paranormal and all the ghost stuff and all the different, Bigfoot and all that kind of stuff. I had access to I had a library card. Okay. I had access to unlimited information, and their paranormal section was huge. And I must have checked out every book in that section, man. And so I loved all the vampire stuff. I always loved all the vampire lore. I was really big Anne Rice fan, huge, still am a huge Anne Rice fan. May she rest in peace. Glad that woman found her faith before she passed on. But it's one of them situations where it's like I loved all that kind of stuff. And so Blade was like, yeah, you got, because I didn't know anything about him from the comics or anything like that. Like this was my first introduction to him. And it's like you got the half vampire, you got the Daywalker, and then Whistler is so good in this. I can't remember the actor's name who plays him, but I've seen him in other things.
Angry old cuss. He's just angry old cuss, no matter what he's in.
Absolutely, and he is so good. I typecast that man forever and a day. I'm pretty sure he's dead now. I think I remember that a while back. Mm-hmm. But yeah, typecast him all the hell because he was great at it. He was so good, and so he plays it all so well, and it just like. Damn it. Yeah, and I love all of these movies. Like I know a lot of people give Trinity shit and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't care. But, I don't care. I love that movie. Ryan Reynolds is an absolute smart ass, and with him and that chick, him and that vampire chick that he used to be her slave, like going back and forth. Dude, that shit was just freaking comedy gold, man. Comedy gold. Those two.
Back when this was back when they did cast commentary, the director was going over and saying he was having a hard time getting a performance out of her properly. Not like she was bad. It was just they didn't know how to go over and get her into the right mode. There was just a little bit of a blocker there until he started like saying like, be Baby Spice. He started going over and listing off Spice Girls, and she was able to start nailing it more and more and more. And until he started go over and go like, be crazy Spice, be like slightly ambitious Spice. So he just had to start like adding spice to the end of the things he wanted. And then she was able to absolutely deliver.
That is fucking great. Oh, see, that's why you got to go back and listen to the commentaries on stuff like that, because that is so good. But that makes so much sense now that you describe it like that. I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. She's like evil psycho Baby Spice. Is like that's so good. Like that is so good on so many levels. Yeah, I absolutely love that. So, yeah, no, that's a really good example. Yes, please. Just one. But yeah, that's a great example of that. That is just absolutely hilarious on so many levels. Because yeah, like I said, that's what I said. I love all of these. Like I know a lot of them get them shit, and I agree. The first one is the best one, absolutely, hands down, no doubt about that whatsoever.
I'm a little bit sacrilegious. I like the second one more.
Okay, so I had a thought earlier today during the live stream this morning.
All right.
My thought was, since I'm going to make you suffer through something really, really, really bad come June, which we have to watch the trailer for here in a minute.
Oh, fuck
you. Yeah. I just remembered.
Damn it.
But I think maybe we should just, over the next few weeks, since we've only got a few weeks until that premieres, with the next couple of weeks, let's just watch the Blade movies. Let's watch the second one next week, and let's watch Trinity the third week. What do you think? Do you like that idea?
That's fine.
All right, cool. So back when Marvel, we could literally title this one "Back When Marvel Was Good."
Back when Marvel was like fun and small. Back when Marvel knew its place and didn't pretend to have the biggest brass balls in the world.
Yes, Exactly. So, all right. So we're going to suffer Sunker through the Iron Heart trailer here in a minute, but let's say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat first, because you guys are the reason we are here. And I appreciate that so very much. It's an absolute miracle of God. I am a testimony to God. The Lord will always provide, because the fact that I get to do this full time is absolutely miraculous. And I don't know. What do you think? We've been doing a prayer before the beginning of our live streams on the morning show. Should we do one in the evening? I don't know.
No.
What do you guys think? Oh, Sunker's like, I'm gonna catch fire. I knew she was gonna say something.
No,
like that.
don't bring God into this.
I should have just done it. I
Bring God into this, you fuck. You're gonna make me watch Ironheart, you cunt. No.
That's why you're gonna need God. You're gonna need to be praying for him to keep your sanity. You're gonna need to pray.
Go to God after.
Lord Jesus, please give me the sanity to make it through this show so I don't murder anybody. Please, Lord Jesus.
Nah, it's too sacrilegious for me. I'll go to God after I'm done being tormented by your bullshit.
Hey, she's like, I only go to Dad for comfort, not for strength through all the really bad stuff. I'll suffer through the bad
He's
stuff.
He's already given me the strength to put up with the bullshit. I just don't take advantage of it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. What's up, brother? Says he's probably already ran off the Comics Division stream. Sorry. Which I don't blame him. He has a great time over there. But yes, shout out to Nick. So some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. Exactly. Dude, there are so many great one-liners from these movies, especially from this first one. Like, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
The second Blade movie, I keep forgetting that's fucking Daryl from Walking Dead. He's like such a baby in that movie. He's the tech guy for Blade.
Oh yes! Oh shit, you're right. Holy fuck! I just remembered that. Oh, that just clicked. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, see, we definitely got to watch all three. Shit, we're gonna have to watch all three. Frosty138 says hello and happy birthday. Thank you, Frosty. Thank you very much. What will be says I don't see your pretty faces. Well, that's just foreplay. That's just foreplay. What will be? Great. More drunk Sunker DMs. I feel you.
Well,
I feel you.
You guys have to buy me one. I'm pretty cheap. I'll do it for $25. I'll have a small glass.
See, there you go. $25 donation, boys and girls. Direct donations are always appreciated. And let me see, is the Rumblebot going tonight? Man, the Rumblebot. Where's our Rumblebot at tonight? He's being weird. Tonight.
No, maybe he'll show up later. I can't say certain words while you're still running the YouTubes. Probably just you're monetized and everything.
No, you're fine. No, you gotta get pretty crazy to actually like legitimately like as long as you're not swearing in like the first 7 seconds, like you can pretty much like you'd be surprised what you can get away with. As long as
I think the thing about it is swearing in the first 5 seconds.
No, because you weren't because we had the other stuff going on. But no, because it's one of them situations. As long as you don't like go on some major rant where you're saying like fuck over and over and over and over and over again, like you're generally pretty good. I think there's even like a thing about it. It's like so many times in like a certain amount of minutes or something like that. Oh shit! What was that?
What?
Fantastic sarcastics is great. More drunk Sunker DMs. Sunker, entertain the chat for a second because I have to go get my bottle real quick because donations always take priority. But so Sunker, talk to the chat for a second. Tell everybody.
Well, now he's going to be leaving me alone. Yes, I am looking forward to doing a whole bunch of Blade movies now, so that's a fun treat. Yes, I've also been cutting back, so no more free drinks. That has to be paid. And yes, I have swords. They're very cool, and I like them a lot. And this is a ceremonial sword, so no blade. No edge to this blade. I would agree that the first Blade movie is actually the best one. I just like the second one more because it's more of a character study on Blade versus stuff occurring around Blade. And if you've never seen it, then you'll understand that a little bit more. Thou art muted, sir. We cannot hear you, sir. Grandpa! Grandpa, turn your mic on. What'd you do? Is there a button you pressed? It's fantastic.
Wow. How the fuck did that get hit? That is weird. I don't know. My voice meter, my voice meter mute button got hit somehow. I have no fucking clue how that happened. But anyway, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Noodle likes to hang out over on Kick. And so that's why he is one of the many, him and so many others are one of the reasons why we always keep our Kick going. Plus, we've got several people that have their subscriptions over there on Kick. And so we appreciate them. We always keep our Kick, we always try to make sure we keep our Kick stream going. So this is my bottle of something that I made myself that may or may not be legal for you to make in your state. So I'm not going to tell you anything about what it is, but it is a very pretty amber color. So I'll let your mind go the places it will. So the Dragon Noodle on Kick says, I can hear Mr. Frost streaming in the background. Yeah, she needs to watch the trailer. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dragon Noodle. Says, forgive me, Father, for I'm about to sin. And so Dragon Noodle, over on the Streamlabs side, a direct donation, boys and girls, for $50, says drink.
Dragon! Thank you. Thank you. Now, I guess I'll add a little bit more. Damn it, sober stick. You were nice.
It's not any better as a shot. Blech. Still too sweet. But thank you, Dragon Noodle. Appreciate you, brother, for the $50. You are part of the grease between our gears, keeping this machine running. Thank you very much. All right. There we go. All right. Oh, it's back to saying hi to the chat now. There we go. All right. All right.
Thank you, Dragon.
Thank you again, Dragon Noodle. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. So I got it before the New Year slop. Oh, I got in before the New Year slop. There you go, Frosty. There you go, buddy. There you go. Thank you for the intro. Appreciate that. That was just a bunch of crazy AI. I spent way too many hours dicking with AI generation and trying to clobber that into something that might resemble the story somehow. And Sunker made a really awesome song, and I was just trying to make up something that would work. Sunker's got even better ideas for intro that she's working on. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's still fun, though. Dragons, fire. It's fire. It's dragons, like we're slaying things. It's still kind of fun either way. So, but yeah, good to see you. What will be? Ooh, you've never watched what? You never watched Blade before?
Blade.
Ooh. How do you script a movie about a vampire hunting vampires? Yeah, because of MCU, because diversity, inclusion, and equity.
Have you ever seen Blood Rain? Any of the Blood Rain movies?
No, I heard they were really bad, so I didn't even bother. I heard they were like worse than the Resident Evil movies. Like the Resident Evil movies are like so campy that they're kind of fun. Like they're so ridiculous and over the top that like you just kind of like turn your brain off, and I really enjoy them. But yeah, I heard the Rain ones were like not even that.
Like here's the thing, if I recall correctly, I think the first one was made by Uwe Boll, but the real thing that went over and killed me with the Blood Rain movies is like, it's Blood Rain. She's super cool. She's a cool ass vampire wearing skin tight leather and killing Nazis. That's fucking Blood Rain. What's the movie? We're going to put her in medieval times and kind of make her into a little bit of a pussy versus this amazing, badass, swearing femme fatale. We're going to instead put her in Middle Ages and kind of make her wimpy. And we're going to then not put her in modern day for 2 other movies. She's going to be with cowboys. I'm like, you just need to have a girl who can fight in heels and have her wear latex. And have her kill Nazis. That's all you need to do.
It's some of this stuff is pretty simple. These guys just everybody wants to overthink it. Everybody wants to reinvent the wheel. Everybody thinks they can be like the Most High, like I say in my videos all the time. You know what I mean? It's like that's what it always comes down to. That's they think they can make it even better than what it ever was. Their take is going to be better than what the original was, and you're just going to sit down and shut up and like it, nerd. So yeah, fuck them. Stay on target. What's up? Stay on target says hello. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Stay on target. Thank you very much. And hell, knowing this show, we might go till midnight and it will be my birthday. Make the vampires only talk and never suck except in the worst way. There you go. There you go. Shad wants to talk to you.
Come at me, Shad. You could kick my ass. I was just like, what is this?
I had Shad comment on one of my videos one time. I was like, whoa, what's up? Hey. That's cool. I was
it's like a crush of greatness.
It is. It is. That's always cool. It's like when Jay shows up to my Bible study. I'm like, hey, Drug 3PO. What's up? You know? So yeah, I love that shit. I love that shit. Another reason California should fall into the ocean and allowed Sunker to buy swords. That's fair.
Well, they didn't card me, and it was a junk shop. It's kind of like buying Revolver at an antique store.
That's fair. That's fair. Good to see you, Fantastic Sarcastic. Good to see you. Good to see you. Now you're lucky if a DVD you buy as a menu to speak of. Good point.
Yeah, sometimes they just bitch out and make it like kind of like those knockoff DVDs you used to get when you're like you didn't want to pay for the good stuff. You got the $5 knockoff.
Oh yeah. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Depot 101 over on YouTube. Make sure you join us over on Rumble, boys and girls, because this is a watch along. So we are going to watch the whole movie along with all of you guys stopping, pausing, commenting. Completely and totally fair use review style stuff, but at the exact same time, we know how the bots over there on YouTube are. So please join us over on Rumble. I did drop the link over there earlier, so please. Good to see you though, Deeple. Chris Christopherson, thank you. That is thank you very much for that. Fantastic Sarcastic. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. No. Chris Christopherson's is a Whistler.
Well, oh
yeah, that's the Whistler. That's Whistler.
They were very much angry about movie 3 where they kill off. What happens with
yeah.
They were so against that shit.
Yeah, and I kind of understand why they did it, but at the exact same time, like you still could have done that exact same story with them alive. You know what I mean? Like you still could have done that exact same story with Whistler alive. You know what I mean? You didn't have to do that. But they just want to tug at your heartstrings and crush your hopes and dreams and like kick you in the balls. And then like while you're on down there.
Jessica Alba. Wait, no. What was her name? Is it just? It's not Jessica Alba.
No, I don't think it was Jessica Alba in that one. Jessica Alba is more Hispanic. That girl was a white girl with dark brown hair.
I just know her as Seventh Heaven chick.
Yeah, that's what I know her from the most too. Yeah, I still liked her in that movie. And it might just because of. Go ahead.
She was very, very good in that movie, and she fucking worked out like a motherfucker to go over and play that role.
I saw some of those. Jessica Biel, thank you. Yes. And thank you. Fantastic. And that was one of the things. Yes, I saw some of those workout videos. They were part of the special features. So yeah. What's up, Devastator 5319, one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble, which you can become for $5 a month over on Rumble or $5 or less on other platforms out there. And get us closer and closer to that 200 subscribers / members we need to keep the lights on around here indefinitely. So by all means, please check that out. Fantastic Sarcastic, Sunker, Suffer. I'm intrigued. Yep, that's what Ironheart's going to be. What's up, Peter Venkman fanside? Oh, I was going to guess current who. That's pretty torturous. Not quite. No, we tried doing that.
First 10 minutes.
We couldn't. Yeah, we could. I was about to pass out, and Sunker was really angry, and so yeah, we tried. We were going to. We tried. I'll tell you right now. I guarantee you money. If Sunker wasn't out there playing with her furries right now, going out there and having her furry time, like and Grant was on with us every Sunday night, we probably would have been fucking watching that. I put money on it because Grant would have been like, "Come on, we got to just do the first one." And then it would have just turned into a fucking thing. I would have been like, we would have like watched the really bad one first, got like hammered, and then watched the second one and been like, oh, this is when who was good. Oh God. And we were like, no matter how bad the episode would have been, we were like, oh my God, this is so good. That's probably what would have ended up happening. So let's be completely honest.
It's going to be a torture fest of you making me watch Neo Who, and then it's like, here, we can watch something a little bit better. It's called Torchwood. I'd be just middle like you.
Yeah, the Torchwood will be better than the fucking gay LGBT Disney Doctor Who.
Look, your cage isn't that bad. At least you're not in the hole.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We're still throwing bread down to you on occasion. Oh, thank you for joining us over on Rumble. Deeple 101, another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble. Stoner Cat, what's up, buddy? He says hello, Stoner Cat. Good to see you. There we go. Frosty says Iron Belch. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy Ironheart. We need the Schadenfreude streams. Your suffering equals our nourishment. Exactly. And I look at it this way. Like, it's going to be so bad. Like, it's going to be so cringe that we're going to be able to laugh and yell and scream about how stupid it is. Like, I guarantee you, especially after, wait till we get to the trailer. Oh, wait till we get to the trailer. The dialogue in this show, I guarantee you, is going to be so cringe. But the nice part is, Sunker, it's only 6 episodes, and it's only going to going to take us 4 weeks to get through those 6 episodes. So like it's only going to take a month. It's going to be the month of June and it's going to be over. So it's going to be like peeling off a Band-Aid. It's not going to be that bad. Just look at it that way.
I don't want to, but fine.
I love it.
If you guys don't know, the Discord, Common Nerds Discord voted for it. They said, hey, should we make Sunker watch Ironheart? All of them said yes, or torturing is good.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking unanimous. And I didn't vote. Mind you. I did not vote.
I should have voted just to be the one dissenting.
I don't know why you. I assumed you would have voted. I don't know why you didn't.
It's like a presidential election. I can't vote for myself. I can't vote in my favor. That's cheating.
That's great. They all do. Everybody votes for themselves. Yep. Peter Breakfast says we're eating nanners and show her knees. Yeah, right. No knees. My guy's bad knees. What's up, buddy? He says, have you Sunker? Have you seen Blade before? Yes, I think we probably established that. But yes, absolutely. No, wrong chair. There you go. Stoner Cat muted. I know. I like the second one more. Third one is trash. Hey, there you go, Sunker. Didn't you say that too?
Yeah, I like the second one more. I like the dynamic he has with the other vampire girl. I like what the vampires are kind of doing, trying to compensate, and trying to force evolution and shit like that. I love so much about it. One thing to go over and like hone back in on with Blade, with a lot of superhero movies, you kind of put on the lenses of, well, it's a superhero movie, and you just accept a lot of stupid bullshit because
of disbelief.
Your suspension, it's not even suspension of disbelief, it's a lowering of expectations. Because you think about like Lord of the Rings or other sort like Hidalgo. Let's go with Hidalgo. Hidalgo's not a comic book movie, but it's fucking amazing. Compare Hidalgo to like one of the Fantastic Four movies. You lowered your expectations because you wanted to go over and see the Fantastic Four. Blade is one of those movies where I had no fucking idea it was a comic book hero. No idea.
Nope, me neither.
So it's just that fucking good of a movie. So you don't have to lower your expectations to see something you wanted to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's got that dildo in the throat. It happens.
When you're muted.
He does that. Yeah, he does that sober. That's not good. Exactly. Right. I've only had one beer and one shot so far. Kit kept signing me out. I haven't tried to get back in a while. Okay, what will be? Well, you never know. Serenity is always scolding. And we do have, for the direct donations, if you want to do it that way, you can request a Sunker video or gifted subs. We'll get you a Sunker video as well. And we do have a scolding Sunker animation. We have a Sunker scolding you for being bad. So any of you simps out there, if you want to send donations and get scolded by Sunker, we have those options. Ball didn't want to kill the Nazis. Somebody clip that. Damn. We're going to turn that one into a soundbite. Ball probably didn't want to kill the Nazis. That's probably true. Fighting in heels, I feel sorry for those ankles, right? All right.
Well, actually, with modern day of CGI, you could probably just go over and CGI heels on and get away with it.
Who knows? Maybe. No, good Lord, no. It's gonna happen. That's good. Yeah, Mike says I would have said no. There you go. Have you seen the Blood, the Last Vampire? It's an anime and live action.
Yes, I have seen. I've seen Blood, the Last Vampire. It came in a pilot OVA, like back when they were doing those old-fashioned '90s. And back when Blockbuster was a thing, I would go over and rent out that little movie of Blood. And I did also watch the anime thing. The anime didn't really match up to the old pilot, but it was still pretty good for what it was. It had some anime problems, but what can you expect? It's anime. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean that's true, and that's going to happen. That's going to happen in general with a lot of that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's okay. It just happens. And let me not ignore it. Poor old Dragon Noodle over there on Kick as well, all by his lonesome. Is there another vampire later hunting movie that isn't Blood Rain? I don't know. Oh, Underworld. I do. I love the Underworld series. Love the Underworld series. Absolutely love her. And oh god, she's so hot.
And good on her. She was one of the few actresses to not go over and fucking spread for her career. That's actually
Yep.
what went over and dampened her career, was because that one fucking pervy boy wanted to go over and hook up with her. She said no. And she made sure she
Yeah.
didn't get into one of those like really awkward positions. Like, oh my God, we were just in his hotel room and then he did something. Like, she made sure she didn't end up in anywhere enclosed with him. And that's why she pretty much got devoted to the underworld stuff, was because she got a little bit blacklisted because she
because
didn't
she
go
wasn't
over
willing to give it up.
Yeah, she wasn't willing to give it up, and she wasn't doing anything fucking sexual with that fucking pervert asshole. And just before it can be like, before I just dogpile on everything, fuck you, Hollywood. You knew what it was fucking doing. You fucking knew, and you let him keep doing it.
Yep. Was it Meryl Streep said he's God? He was God of Hollywood.
God.
Yep, exactly. There you go. Oh my God, where are my jalapenos? Oh, I found them. Dragon making a wrap. Oh, okay. We watched Daybreakers from Dusk Till Dawn, 30 Days a Night. There you go. Those are all good options. Your pain sustains me and extends my life, says Dragon Noodle. Sunker likes it though. That is true too. She is a masochist. I think I know Blade in connection to Spider-Man. Yes, there is some of that in the cartoon. There was some of that in one of the cartoons. Don't want to defend Ironheart or anything, but Tony Stark does dodge the law a good bit. There you go. Mike has bad knees over on Kick. So there you go, Dragon Noodle. You're not alone. And Kyle Saber sneaking in over on the Rumble side. Another one of our fine channel subscribers. And Deacon Psycho.
Do you have a ticket for this showing?
Do you have a ticket for this showing? Oh no. But Deacon Psycho, I love that name. Blade was amazing, but Blade 2 is my shit. Hey, there you go. Sunker's with you. That might be Mike has bad knees. So there you go. Underworld's peak 2000 spandex leather goth vibes. Yep, absolutely.
And funny thing, because I listened to commentary of Underworld as well. He went over and said they did multiple shots of Cate Blanchett going through the vampire cabal area where all the vampires of a finer nature were just chilling, and he's like, they did multiple shots of it of her walking through, and he's like, I'm sorry, Kate, I have to do the one where we're just having the giant ass shot because that one looks the best. And she's like, it's fine.
Yeah, and it did. Mars Monkey Max, good to see you, buddy. Says hi, comment. Hey, Sunker. It's Kyle Saber. I see that. We're gonna get to that in just a second because we're gonna need some relief after this. We gotta get to the
trailer. We gotta get going, son. And we've been here for an hour.
We gotta get going. But let's get to this real quick because this is what I'm gonna force Sunker to watch with me and you guys out there. You out there. Well, I mean, the Discord chat voted on it. The Discord chat voted on it. So blame the Discord chat, not me.
Fantastic Sarcastic, you're right. Kate Beckinsale, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale, not Cate Blanchett. Yeah, Kate Beckinsale, what the fuck?
It's a Kate. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, Kate Beckinsale, fucking hell.
And fun last little trivia about Underworld. Fun little trivia about Underworld is that every time she was doing driving stuff and looking very intense and all that stuff, every time they yelled cut, she was laughing because she doesn't have a license. She's just pretending to drive.
What? She doesn't have a driver's license?
She doesn't know how to drive. She's British.
Oh, that's funny. All right, here you go, Sunker. This is your preview for what we're getting here. All
right.
Ryan Coogler. Doesn't everybody love Ryan Coogler?
Oh, that is a schnoz.
Hello?
That's fuck.
Oh, God. You look like you're 30 years old.
Welcome, Mary. In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is that?
Your interview. You'll suffocate and die unless you break into the device on the floor.
Better go over and fucking die, bitch!
Screw this.
What is this MacGyver ass bullshit?
Was a genius. So you went her out.
Are you a fucking pedo?
Riri, I see you. I see you're fed up. Waiting
Oh,
to be acknowledged
bullshit.
for your greatness.
that fucking. Did you see that city? Go back, nerd. Go fucking back. Go fucking back. And let's see her walking around with her big old fucking hoodie. There. Yeah. Just stop from there. Press play. And let's look at the fucking streets of this really, really hot city that's hard to live in.
Did you hear that Riri's a genius?
Look,
Riri, I
that's
see you.
the cleanest
fed up,
fucking.
waiting to be acknowledged for your
That doesn't
greatness.
exist.
It's for your greatness.
God,
Well,
why
you
does
talking
she
about the
look?
jacket? This right here, that jacket.
She
Is that what
looks
you're
30
talking about?
years fucking old. What is up with your face? You look like, here's the thing. This is actually going to work out for her because she's going to be stuck with that face when she's like 60. So she ain't going to fucking age. She just got an older face. She ain't going to
She's just
fucking age
stuck.
from like here to 60. So there is that. But fucking hell, that don't look like, as much as I don't fucking like Riri, that don't look like no Riri.
Waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You mean when you steal from Tony
MIT.
Stark?
How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable. Something
Important.
What, you didn't want to
Iconic.
go over and say, like, because
I
I'm
think you need the
black?
tools.
Because that wasn't going to work. We have Wakanda. They would have taken you.
Well, and that's what she's saying. That was her internship abroad, was in Wakanda.
Help you carry out your vision.
But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic
Holy
in
shit,
life
those poor
has to do
security
some
guards.
questionable things to get it done.
Now, fuck them. They were white, right?
Riri.
Oh, fuck you with the money. Go fuck
a
yourself.
hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot.
Ooh, she
Why
can
does
chew a
your
lot.
friend look more attractive each with a gap in her teeth?
You know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that.
Thank you, nerd. Why do I have to watch this?
This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
It's a little bit bad where the guy you're supposed to see as a loser that you don't like is actually the one with the best line.
Our own stream's up next.
3 people watching. Let's fucking break the bank.
But I just want to point out, let me tell you how excited the Marvel fan base is. This thing has a total of 165,000 upvotes after almost 5 million views. 280,000
No one wanted
downvotes.
No one fucking wanted
280,000
this.
downvotes. Yeah, 280,000 downvotes.
But here's, at least they have the one thing. They can't rely on cuz I'm black, because if she didn't like being in the area she's at, she should have just fucking stated Wakanda. Wakanda
Right.
is such a fucking mess, by the way. It fucks up with so many like of those racial prejudice stories because it's just like,
Oh, yeah.
like there's Wakanda. Actually, Wakanda's even fucking better, apparently, according
Yeah.
to Wakandans.
Yeah. Hey, Nick. This is Enjoy Blade, kids. Thank you, Nick. Good to see you, buddy.
Nick.
Always good to see you, Nick. I just remember some motherfuckers are always trying to say, ice skate uphill. Yes, I can't wait for that line. That's going to be so good. But hey, speaking of lines, and I'm going to say hi to Madhouse Retro. Good to see you, buddy. Matt, another one of our fine channel
God, I
subscribers.
always worry I
Over there,
sound
Rumble.
racist every time I talk about that shit. Oh.
Most of the time you are. Kyle Saber over on the Streamlabs side has donated 50. Says happy baby and dancing serenity when you have a moment, if you'd please. Also, I'm not a simp. 'Tis not allowed. Amen, brother. And trust me,
No,
after that
Hannah
Ironheart
does.
trailer, that's exactly what we needed. So happy baby first and then dancing serenity. Sounds good. Thank you, Kyle Saber. You are the grease to in our gears, keeping this machine running. Thank you, my friend. Hey, and you know what? For that, I have a Dino Jedi video we're going to premiere after we do dance. Oh, we're going to do Happy Baby first. So we're going to premiere our new dinosaur video tonight, and then we'll do a dancing sunker for all of you wonderful, fabulous boys and girls out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, your premiere of our Dino Jedi.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
we got one of those because my daughter didn't want to. My 4-year-old didn't want to run around with sparklers for 4th of July.
Oh.
So we got her a lightsaber so she could have that instead. And yeah, Dinosaur figured out how to push the button and was running around. And like I got a bunch of cute pictures of her like playing with it and shit. Yeah, dude, it's fucking great. It's fucking great. So I had to clip that. I thought that was much fun. All right, dancing sunker it is. And you know what? Just because it's on the thumbnail.
I hate the way my teeth look in that one. It's so garbage.
Oh, you shut up. You look beautiful. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, Kyle Saber.
Thank you.
Yeah, no shit, right? 25 for the octopus video, Dragon Noodle. She's going to build something, but you know what? You're always so generous. I might give it to you for 20. She's going to build something iconic, so she builds a suit that Iron Man has 50 versions of. Yeah, exactly. Mike has bad knees. Yeah,
like,
you know what?
Like it doesn't make sense. Like the whole point of Riri's character was closely tied with Tony Stark. You're trying to go over and make her own unique origin story. There's nothing fucking unique about her. Nothing's unique about Riri. She was literally made as a fucking social commentary superhero, and those superheroes always fucking sucked.
I mean, and that's the other thing too. And this is something I pointed out I'm uploading the video right now, Dragon Doodle. But one of the things that I pointed out in some of my videos talking about this is she was literally part of the Marvel Now initiative. Right, which the Marvel Now initiative was literally intentional forced diversity. It was intentional gender swapping. It was an agenda to intentionally race swap characters, all this kind of stuff. That's why they call it Marvel Now. We're going to force this now. We're going to force diversity on you now, and you're going to love it. And every fucking Marvel Now character, including Ironheart, flopped like a motherfucker. If it didn't work in the comics, it's not going to work in movies and television. It's just fucking not, dude. Like comic books are your experimenting ground. That's where you try things out. That's your beta testing. And if you can't get it right, there, it's not going to fucking work in any other medium. It's just not.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit like to pull from, I'm very good at pulling analogies that other people went over and made. It's a little bit like in wrestling, whenever they have an old wrestler who can't keep it up anymore, they try to transfer that old wrestler's they try to transfer that old wrestler's fans to newer wrestlers, but it never worked. It never really worked ever. Because you want to follow that iconic thing. You can't be forced to love something. But at least when wrestling was doing it, they at least tried. They made it like the college try to go over and get you to like the other wrestler. With this, they were just shoving it down your throat, demanding you to fucking like them.
Yeah, and that was the problem with all of these characters. That's why it didn't work very well at all. We're gonna do the video here in just a second. But Deacon Psycho says every X-Men is a social commentary hero, but that's not actually true. What it was is, and there's actually a quote from Stan Lee. He was asked about this. He's like, "Why did you create the X-Men?" He's like, "Because I was tired of creating origin stories for every single hero I came up with." So that's why they created the X-Men, because that was just an excuse to give anybody and everybody powers of any kind of crazy imagine. You ain't got to come up with a Hulk backstory. You ain't got to come up with a Spider-Man backstory, a Fantastic Four backstory, all that kind of stuff. The social commentary stuff came later, and a lot of that was more injected from outside in, and some of the writers in some of the later years. That was never the initial creation.
And to go over and even fight that a little bit more is like anyone who goes over and says like, "Oh, all comic books were political," or "All comic books were they were political or they were social commentary." No, they fucking weren't. They fucking weren't, because they had like stupid retarded shit like Bat Baby. Like when Batman got turned into a baby but has still had the strength of a man. Like, no, it was just stupid fantasy stuff to give you a little bit of escapism. That is all superhero stuff ever was. Yeah, sometimes they go for a pull from real life, kind of like how a little bit like how with Tolkien, he pulled his real life experiences, but they weren't commentary on his experiences. He just used his experience to highlight what he wanted to write about. So no, like I would go over and say, okay, what's the social commentary on Jean Grey going fucking batshit and becoming the Black Phoenix or Dark Phoenix? There wasn't any. It was just a really, really cool thing they built up because it was an interesting story.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Hey, good to see you. Mars Need Mac. Mars needs Nax over on Rumble. Yeah, we're going to shut Rumble or shut YouTube down here in just a minute. But Dragon Noodle has tipped $25 over on the Streamlabs side. And he wants some Sunker Octopus, boys and girls. Thank you, Dragon Noodle.
The Black Venus. Sorry, I'm looking at
So prepare yourselves for the horror of this.
Under the waves where the sunlight shine, an octopus man winks with one big eye. He's got 8 arms, but he's shy as a clam. I'm sinking down just to find who I am. Sunker kisses on an ocean floor, tentacles wrap and I'm wanting more. Love's a current, mysterious and strange. Underwater hearts they arrange. Suction cups leave a trail on my skin. A whirlpool starts, let the dance begin. Every tentacle a rhythm, a beat.
In my room. Oh my God.
I forgot how fucking disturbing that was. That is incredibly disturbing, and that goes for too long.
Shout out for Mr. Grant Gregory for that one. Holy shit.
That is so horrific.
I wish you guys could have seen the look on Sunker's face in the fucking back, because holy God, she was horrified on so many levels. It wasn't even funny. Holy God, the look on her face. Oh my God. Sunker went full Kate Perry. Yeah, you're right, Mars. Holy shit. Yeah, that's right, Deeple. What the fuck indeed. Holy shit. Oh my God.
You came for Blade, right? We're an hour in. We haven't even gotten
to right. I was horrified and disgusted. Yeah, it was an octo chick in the end. It was.
Like, you know what? There was only one that looked kind of okay, and that was the mostly humanoid and looked like they were wearing an octopus like mask.
Yeah, that one wasn't quite so. That one wasn't quite so bad. So it's one of them situations where it's like, oh, you know,
like
it's pretty
semi-sexy lesbian-esque, but no,
right. no, not the rest of them. Not the rest of them. That was pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Oh, there she is right here. Hold on, give me that. Sorry, doggy medicine time. Let me go, Piper.
Oh, okay, no worries.
There you go.
Oh, puppies.
There you go. But yeah, so yeah, that was absolutely fucking horrifying. So thank you for that, Dragon Noodle.
Bragging rights. What bragging rights?
Nobody wants bragging rights for that. Oh dear God in heaven. That was so wrong on so many levels. Just like I don't even know how to handle that anymore. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and start watching Blade. Can we go ahead and start watching Blade now?
I was really like jazzed, and now I'm very disgusted.
Right, I'm kind of with you on that one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of with you on that one. Holy God! All right, we'll give YouTube a little bit of a tease, and then we'll shut you all down. So if you're over on YouTube, please join us over on Rumble. We appreciate all of you guys so much. You've been fabulous. You're absolutely wonderful. And Bankman's fan site, you won't be lonely over on Kick if you go jump over there tonight. Savage Talk. What the fuck? What's up? What's up over on Kick? What's up, JT? So what the fuck did I walk in on? Blame Dragon Noodle. Blame Dragon Noodle. Says, what the fuck you paid to see that? Dragon Noodle did. He says, I didn't just pay to see it. I paid to make it a thing. He did pay to make it a thing.
He created
Dragon Noodle. Yeah, Dragon Noodle's the one that paid me. He paid me, so Mr. Grant Gregory would make that thing. Song and all, dude. It was, what was that, like 100, 120? I don't know, was it 150?
He paid for it, and Grant made it in like 15 minutes
30s.
Flat. He was able to cook that and chill it out. 15 minutes.
Man.
I'm like, what the
Dude, yeah, JT is like someone finally makes her look good, and they make her funk an octopus. Yeah, exactly. Half her stream. Yeah, half our streams are us messing with Sunker. That is true, Dragon Noodle. That is true. That's true. Better bragging rights than Star Lord. There you go, Mars. Absolutely.
That's not saying much. Oh, JT, I got sword.
Oh God. Just make him rewind. I'm not blowing you up right now for this.
You don't have to.
I've seen.
I got a sword.
Deeple says I've seen enough hentai to know where that goes. Exactly, Deeple. Exactly. Sunkrow's bragging right now. It's an octa chick in the end. What the fuck am I watching? Fantastic, sarcastic. Stoner Cat over on Rumble as well. Hell yeah. Says hello. We got all y'all over here. Hell yeah. That's great. Everybody smash that follow button. If you're over on Rumble for the first time, make sure you smash that follow and like button if you haven't already. Shout out, guys. Mike has bad news. Says come to kick. All right, Deepo, appreciate you, buddy. This is Moff the Comics Thursday night show. I'll catch the replay later. Nice to meet you, Sunker Maidens. Later, coming nerd. See you tomorrow for the birthday stream. Thank you, Deepo. Good to see you, buddy. Always good to see you, Deepo. Thanks for coming in, man. Always good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow. Another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble. All right, let's get to this. What's
your kick name and kick?
Just comments. I believe it's just a common nerd. I'm gonna look real quick.
Because I tried looking you up and I get 404.
Yeah, it's just a common nerd. I can always drop a link. Depot for $2 over on the Rumble side. Says enjoy the movie all. Thank you, Depot. Appreciate the $2, buddy. Thank you. Oh shit! Fantastic.
Stop hitting the moaning noise.
It's a fantastic, sarcastic. Says Sunker. I'll be working on a new thumbnail with that video. Oh dear God, I'm sorry. Miramax, back when Miramax was good. There we go, full screen.
Alrighty, let's see.
New Line Cinema presents. It's New Line Cinema.
Back when you could just run into a whole bunch of weird ass movie studios and not really understand.
Well, and the nice part about it was too is we were so much more decentralized in the 80s and 90s. I think that's why we made so much better stuff, and I think that's part of the reason why everything's so much crap right now is so much decentralized in these big studios. I think that's a major problem. So, Imaginary Forces. Stephen Norrington. I love that name. Picture. It's an awesome name, Stephen Norrington. Sounds like a superhero. 1967. Wow, that officially means Blade is older than my mom if he was born in 1967. No audio. The audio's not working?
I didn't know if they were being cinematic and quiet, but no, there was no audio, sir.
That's weird. It says the audio should be shared. Let's try this again. Can you hear anything?
Maybe. Oh, this.
You can hear it now?
Florida. It's weird.
Try turning it up on my desk. That is gay.
I'll just bring it up on my.
Yeah, that is real. Yeah, because that's as high up as it goes. That's really gay.
Maybe you can just put us. You can put us low, and then everyone can jack it up. Jack up their volume on their end.
Yeah, I don't have us separate. There's nothing I can do about that. That works. Okay, Mars Max says that's better. Okay, that works. Okay, that's really gay. That was weird. Yeah, dude. I just wanted to use StreamYard tonight because since I had to pay for it for tomorrow, because that makes it easier to do. That makes it easier to do everybody tomorrow versus Rumble Studios. But apparently, maybe Rumble Studios might be better for doing this kind of thing. Jack it up, quote of the night. Indeed. We had quality back then. Yeah, right. Backman's girl. We had quality back then.
We had quality, but we also had quantity. We had a lot of things that are coming from everyone else. It wasn't all coming from like a handful of things.
Right.
And also, your headphones are too close to the mic, I guess.
Oh, mine are? Sorry. I had to turn. Well, see, that's the problem with me turning up the desktop volume is now my ears are even louder. Let me see. You guys want subtitles? You guys want subtitles on? I can throw subtitles on. Just in case. Yeah. All right.
I will say older movies did sometimes have a problem with sound balance.
I mean, what a fucked up scene too, right? Like that's just insane. Like a bloody birth situation. Like anybody that's ever gone through and dealt with pregnancy of any kind, like that is a horrifying situation.
Mm-hmm.
That is a horrifying situation. Yeah, I want to let you know that was rough. That was going to be rough right from the beginning.
If you are uncomfortable and can't handle the rest of can't handle that scene, you're not going to be able to handle the rest of the movie. So it's a nice little introduction and tone setter.
Yes, absolutely it is. Yeah, she was attacked by a raccoon. Yeah, there you go, Mars. She was attacked by a raccoon. All right, YouTube, we appreciate you. If you're catching this on the replay, make sure you join us over on Rumble at The Common Nerd, where you catch the full version of this, where Sunker and I will have a grand old time reviewing, watching this, and having a great time with the chat, talking about all of this and everything else. So thank you guys very much. That's right, Stoner Cat. You got ketchup on her neck. So Sunker, tell everybody bye over on the YouTube side.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.